This is a video chart presentation of Chromadex Corp. This is an OTCQB tier company trading our ticker CDXC. This is a 1-year chart. See, Chromadex found a base right around 60 cents and has just been steadily climbing ever since, regularly making higher lows and higher highs, including peaking at $1.93 last month. Went through a correction from those highs, came back down, essentially bounced right off the 50-day moving average, and then climbed last Thursday and Friday again to close ahead on Friday by about 4%. Somewhat thinly traded stock, 124,000 shares traded. Not that big of a concern at this point. All we'll be looking for in this chart is to see if this upward push is going to continue, and if this consolidation was merely just some profit taking from the highs, and if the chart's ready to go on a climb again. Now, one thing I'd note here is that throughout this climb, MACD's basically followed the rules of retracing to back around zero and then rotating and going back into bullish mode. So that's what I'll be looking for now as this retracement's happening. MACD's got to pull back at some point. It can't go straight up forever. So I'll be looking for that rotation and for another bullish cross of the 12 passing through the 26 EMA. Pretty neutral look to the ADX. Turning, just running sideways at 25 right now. Should somewhat be expected. There's not a lot of strength to the direction of the chart at this point. MFI is reflective of the selling. 7 all the way back down to 20. Looks like it's starting to make its curl now, though. Be looking for that move back upward and a rise back above 50. Show people are paying higher prices for the stock. Great look to the accumulation distribution. A lot of buying reflected in this indicator. Nice upward trend. Even with the sell-off that happened, Chaikin money flow back in the green, saying that over 20 period increments, buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. CCI, technical sell came on the break back down through 100 right there a couple weeks ago. Bottom feeders will use this break of negative 100 as a buy point. If it turns and rolls right back down through negative 100, that would be the sell. Right now, people would do that, try and catch the full breadth of a move, even though technically speaking, the official buy point doesn't come in until the break of 100. Full stow, running right along the same path as everything else. Momentum's come out of the play, all the way down to your 20. Just now rotated. It's way early on, but the initial curl is at least signs that the negative momentum is slowing. In the tricks, just looking for this upward path to continue. See, it's been pretty steady. Nice upward channel. Just be looking for a rotation, another bullish cross. Show the trend swinging back to bullishness. The RSIs, same thing as the full stow, showing the momentum coming out of the play since the peak. Now curling, moving back upward. A break back through 50 would show the bulls taking control of momentum again. So with the bounce off the 50-day moving average, and the indicator starting to roll and show signs of life again, those are the type of things that caught my eye to pay attention to this. I do see some static support right in through the $1.37 area, but more importantly, I'd really be watching for it try and hold over top of the 50. It's a key moving average, it's a sign of bullishness if it holds. So that's really where I'd have my sights set, even though there's some static support right below that. Other than that, there's not a lot of static support in this area. I'd look for some resistance right up around $1.70. Chart's had a hard time moving through that over the last few weeks, so that'd be the first spot I expect to see it pick up, with, of course, the primary resistance up at $1.93. As I mentioned, volume's a little thin in this play. It's pretty rare that it ever crosses 1 million shares. See, it looks like that's only happened one time in the last year, but I'd certainly like to see it pick up a little bit from the 124,000 mark to at least see this type of volume where it's starting to get up near 400,000 or 500,000 shares traded in a day to show that buying interest is really picking back up as the chart tries to push back upward. Really, from a TA standpoint, it's a pretty simple read. Given the way it held the 50 in November and December and then went back on the rise to more than double in value, it's enough to keep an eye on it going forward to see how it performs. But as always, it's merely my interpretation of the CDXC chart. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.